Hi everyone. Today I want to show you what we've been working on in class. We've been teaching the kids how to do the area model multiplication. And so this is just a really simple way for students to learn how to do multiplication using two-digit numbers or any more than they want. You know, they could use 3-digit, 4-digit, 5-digit as far as they want to go with this. So this is just one of the ways that we've been teaching the kids how to do multiplication as we're working on learning how to do all the ways. I think it's important that your students learn how to do as many ways as possible, and then they can use whichever method that they feel the most comfortable with. So in the area model, the first thing they'll want to do is draw a rectangle to work with. Now that they have that, they can look at their problem they've been given. For this one, we've been given the equation 24 times 36. And so first they'll just want to look and see how many digits or columns that they have. So for both of these numbers we have two-digit numbers. So that means we have a ones column and we have a tens column. So you'll want to explain to your students to look at each number and determine how many columns they'll need. So they can just count 1, 2, there's ones and tens, so we'll put the tens here plus the ones here, and that is one column for our multiplication, so we can just go ahead and divide that in half. And then we will look at the second number, 36, and we'll see that that has a tens column and a ones column as well. So we'll just put tens plus ones right here, and we can go ahead and divide this column in half. Then the next step is they'll want to look at the top number. They'll say that's 24. Well, what does the 2 in 24 represent? Well, that represents two groups of 10. And this is really important for the kids to understand that a 2 in the tens column means two groups of 10, which is also 20. And then they look in the ones column and they see that there is 4 in the ones column, so that is 4. And then the kids will understand that 20 and 4 is the same as 24. They can do this exact same for the second number. They'll note that in the second number there's a 3 in the tens column, so 3 groups of 10 represents 30, and 6 in the ones column just represents 6. So now that they have their problem set up, the next step is they can start doing the multiplication. And this is a really neat way to teach them, because I find the kids find this somewhat easy. So if you tell them that they have to first multiply this number times this number, the trick is they can just first count the zeros, and they can say, well, there's 1, 2 zeros. So we put 1, 2 zeros. And then they'll just be left with what is 3 times 2. And 3 times 2 is 6. So this is just a quick way to get to the answer. 30 times 20 is 600. And we'll repeat this process. We'll go the top times the top. So 30 times 4. Well, we do the same process again. 0. We count the zeros. There's 1 0. And then we just do 3 times 4, which is 12. So now we can go along the bottom and start doing the same with these two. We'll do the 6 times the 20. And so we count the zeros. There's 1 0. And then we have 6 times 2. That's also 12. And then finally, our last number to multiply is 6 times 4. So we can do that easily. And 6 times 4 is 24. The last step in this is I have the kids organize their numbers from greatest to least, so they can start over here to the right and say, well, the greatest number is 600. So I can just, cross that out or put a dot there, something like that, like this is good. The next two numbers, 120, are equal, so we'll just put those next, put a dot there, and then last but not least, we have 24. So if the students add up these numbers, they will have the answer to their multiplication problem. So 0, 0, 0, and 4 is 4. 0, 2, 2, 2 is 6. And 6 plus 1 is 8. So we have our answer here. 24 times 36 is equal to 864. So practice this with your students at home. Have them do a couple problems. You can even try this with larger numbers if they get really comfortable with this. Say if you had a 3-digit number, like if we added 5 to this and made that 245, well, the only way this would change here is now we would have 3 columns, 200 plus 40 plus 5. And we would just extend our box out here and do the multiplication in the same process. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to stop in and chat with me or email me. I'd love to answer any questions you may have with this. Thanks for watching.